Für dich, Kamerad. Erste Hilfe.
Bro, I keep doing this commentary and I keep messing up, man. But anyways, just got my hands on the 1050 Ti, just dropped. We're gonna go ahead and be testing out Battlefield 1 today. So I went ahead and showed you guys two clips in the beginning, right? And if you can, I don't know if you guys could tell, but the first clip was running at a higher FPS than the second clip. That's because both clips had two different settings. So let me go ahead and just show you guys the settings right now. Throw them up on the screen. Of course, 1920 x 1080. We're playing at 100% resolution scale. All the texture settings are on ultra. Everything else is set to high right now. And then the final two settings on the bottom, those are set to the max. So yeah, let me go ahead and just share the test bench specs with you guys right now. We are using 16 gigs. I know most of you guys are going to be probably rocking 8 gigs, but we are using 16 gigs of RAM, and the game does draw 9 gigs of RAM at times. So I don't know what that would like you could run this game with 8 gigs like no problem, you'll be fine, because you know when the game sometimes tries to draw more than 8 gigs, don't quote me on this, but I don't know if that would result in some frame drops. And by frame drops I don't mean like, oh, it goes from like 60 down to 5 FPS. By frame drops I mean it goes at 60 to 0 for like a second, then comes back up, because I've had that problem in Black Ops 3. I don't know if that's because Black Ops 3 is a shitty game or it's because the RAM, it just draws so much RAM. And it's when I was rocking 8 gigs back at the time, and when it tries to draw more than 8 gigs, then I don't know if that would that problem would happen. I'm not sure, so you guys let me know on that. But anyways, okay, as far as the processor, we're rocking an i5 6600K. And then again, I know most of you guys are probably not going to be rocking an i5 with this GPU, this $150 GPU, but it's not overclocked, okay? So it's stock. So it's pretty much the same thing as an i5 6500 or an i5 6600. It's the same thing. Or even the 5th generation Haswell CPUs, like those i5s, those Ks, pretty much the same thing as the i5 6600K too, like just stock, not overclocked. And I really wanted to test out the 1050 Ti with a CPU that most of you guys would be pairing it with, but I just don't have the i3 6100 anymore. I sold that build because I used it in the 550 build and I sold it. So yeah, I just don't have it anymore. I only have the i5, but I am planning on doing another PC building video with the 1050 Ti, and then that'll probably use it won't use an i5, of course. It's going to be a more cheaper budget build PC. So I'll find out how it runs with a cheaper processor like i3 or some AMD processor. I don't know, I still have to do my research. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the i3 6100 because there should be new GPUs dropping soon. I don't know how soon, but there's new CPUs, what am I saying, CPUs, processors that are going to be dropping in the future with AMD Zen, and I don't know, Intel might try to compete with them and release some new CPUs. I don't know, I'm just rambling on. I'm not even talking about the game, but whatever. All this gameplay that you guys have been seeing are with those settings that I showed in the beginning of the video. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and show you gameplay with different settings now. So these are the settings. This is right now I'm sitting down and I'm testing. So this is our FPS right now, right? And these are the settings that were whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and change everything to medium, right? Everything that's on high, I'm gonna switch it down to medium right now, as you can see. And there you go. See, the frames just went up. How much did they go up? They went up about 10 FPS, you know, give or take. So it's like a 10 FPS boost if you lower all the settings from high to medium. And the quality like you could tell, but not really. Like it still looks good, right? Like it still looks good. So like, you know, I know like with the other settings we were having problems dropping into the low 40s. Well, now with these settings dropping down everything to medium, you'll no longer go into the low 40s. So yeah, all the gameplay that you guys are seeing right now is all the settings that were on higher were switched on to medium. So that's the gameplay you guys are seeing right now. And our texture settings are still at ultra because we want to take advantage of our 4 gigabytes of VRAM on the 1050 Ti, right? And let's go ahead and just discuss the processor, because we are rocking an i5. It's at stock though, like I said, so you could compare it to other i5s. It's not overclocked, and like holy shit, dude, it definitely hits 100% CPU usage at times, as you can see, and it stays there, dude. It stays there. I was looking at the Battlefield 1 recommended and minimum system requirements, and for the minimum it said an i5 6600K. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. Not that you don't need an i5 to play this game. Like you could definitely play it with like an i3 or a lower CPU. Like it'll still work, but they're just the minimum. They're just that's what they're advising. But it doesn't matter. You could of course still rock an i3. So I'll go ahead and find, when I do the 1050 Ti build, I'll go ahead and find out how this game runs. But we could always play around with our resolution scale, because right now our resolution scale is at 100%. We could turn that down, and I did. So I'll go ahead and throw it up on the screen right now. So right now we're at the medium settings, right? Everything, we're at the same settings right now. We're not on high, we're on the medium. medium, texture settings are on ultra, and we're gonna go ahead and turn down our resolution scale from 100% to 90%. Boom, there you go. So as you saw, our FPS just went up at about it went up like 8 FPS, you know, give or take 8 FPS. And well, it still looks good, you know, like you could tell a difference, man. Like a slight difference, but it still looks good. If you go down any more than that, come on, man. This is PC Master Race, bro. This ain't no console. Come on, this ain't. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love Xbox One, bro. I'm playing Halo 3 and shit. Yeah, I ain't shitting on the console peasants, because I am one. But yeah, I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to turn down my resolution scale. You know, I want to play at 1080p native. But you guys could always mess with that. Hopefully Battlefield 1's not the new GTA 5 all CPU dependent and shit, because like holy shit, when I do the build video and I'm gonna use a cheaper CPU, I wonder, I'll see how it performs. But you know, it's all good, because like I said, you can mess with the settings. You know, you got that resolution scale to work with. I'm sure, or I hope so, if you turn down the resolution scale even more and you're playing like on an i3 6100, hopefully like everything will be good. I'll find out. I'll have to test it. So yeah, stay tuned for the 1050 Ti build video. Anything else I wanted to mention? I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, and all the gameplay you guys have been seeing right now, since I changed the settings, it's the same settings, you know, everything's still on medium, and then, except the texture settings, and then the two bottom settings are maxed out. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. Peace.